Hi everyone and welcome back to a new video and tutorial. I hope you're doing great. Today I'm sharing with you how to make this thin pretty scarf using the cluster V stitch or double V stitch. It is a very stylish scarf to do and easy and quick as well. It builds up very fast and it takes roughly around 2 hours to finish. So if you're interested to see it, stay tuned for the rest of the video. So for this tutorial I'm using medium worsted yarn and 5.5mm crochet hook. I will start with a slip knot. And I'm gonna chain 3. In the third chain from the hook I'm gonna make one cluster V stitch, which is 2 incomplete double crochet, chain 1, 2 incomplete double crochet, 2 incomplete double crochet, join together, chain 1 and repeat. Chain 3. In the chain 1 space I'm gonna make another cluster. In the initial chain 3 I'm gonna make a double crochet and I will repeat this row 3 more times. Chain 3, two incomplete double crochet, join together, and a double crochet in the initial chain 3. This is what's created. Done 5 rows of cluster V stitch. This is how it looks like so far. Now we're gonna start our first increase. So I'm gonna chain 3 and I'm gonna make 2 cluster V stitch in the chain 1 space. So 2 incomplete double crochet, join, chain 1, 2 incomplete double crochet, first cluster V stitch, and I will add another one. And a double crochet in the chain 3, and I will follow again with 5 rows of normal cluster V stitch. So I have created another space. I have 2 spaces where I'll work the cluster V stitches. So 5 rows. And the second space, and again on the 6th row I will make another increase. So here I have finished 5 rows of after the increase, and here I'm increase, and now I'm gonna do another increase. So I'm gonna chain 3, and again 2 clusters in the first chain 1 space of the previous cluster, or double V stitch. So this is 1 double V stitch, and I'll add 1 more in the same space. Okay, and only 1 cluster V stitch in this chain 1 space, or the following chain 1 space. And then 1 double crochet in the chain 3. So I've got 1, 2, 3 spaces now. I'm gonna follow with 5 rows of 1 cluster V stitch in every space. So 3, I will follow with 4 more, so total 5 rows of 3 clusters. And here again I'm gonna do an increase, and this will be my last increase. And 2, and 1 cluster V stitch in the next 2 spaces. And a double crochet. And now for the next 50 rows or so, I'm gonna make 1 cluster V stitch in every space. So now I've got 4 spaces. The next 50 rows, as I said, 1 cluster V stitch in each. Then I'll come back to show you how to make the decrease to get the same shape as this. So here I have finished 50 rows of the cluster V stitch, and now we're going to the final step, which is decrease the number of cluster V stitches to get the triangle shape again and to close the work. So I'm gonna chain 3 and I will turn. So here I've got my first cluster V stitch. I'm gonna skip this one, and I'm gonna go to the next cluster V-stitch or chain one space and make one double V-stitch. And I will follow with the rest of the chain one spaces with one cluster V-stitch each. And one double crochet at the end. Chain 3, and I will follow with 5 rows again of one cluster V-stitch in every space. Now I have 3 spaces instead of 4 after the decrease. And a double crochet at the end. And here I'm starting another decrease. I finished 5 rows already. So this is the decrease before the last, so I will skip this space and I will work my cluster on the next one. So I'll be left with 2 spaces only to work for the next 5 rows. And I will continue the same way, 5 rows of cluster V-stitch in the 2 spaces I have left. And here I'm going to do my last decrease, so chain 3 and skip this one and work cluster V-stitch in the last one. And again follow with 5 rows of one cluster V-stitch like we started over here. double crochet, and to close off the work I'm going to chain 3, turn, and a double crochet in the last space and fasten off. And that's it. This is how the work looks like. So these are the spaces of the crease, and this is the beginning. This is the whole scarf, how it looks like. Stylish with a cluster V stitch, and perfect for fall and winter. So I hope you liked the tutorial and found it easy and interesting. Let me know what you think, and until next time, take care, bye bye.